Hello everyone, it's Kat. Welcome back to my channel. And today we're gonna be packing for camp. I am so excited. Okay, let me just show you what we're dealing with here. Okay, first thing, this is my duffel. It's huge. It's bigger than like a hockey bag. Like, let me show you on the couch. Hand for reference. My ginormous pink duffel and my camp laundry bag. Okay, now I know you guys are wondering, Kat, aren't you 27? What are you doing going to camp? Well, I am volunteering at the summer camp I used to attend and work at. I started going to this camp in 2007 and I started working there in 2012 and I worked up until 2019 and I loved it so much. It was and is my favorite place in the entire world, and I'm so lucky now that I get the opportunity to volunteer for a week. I did it last summer and the summer before. It's called the Mother Duck program and it's super fun. I feel so lucky and blessed that I get to do it again this year. So this is gonna be packing for 1 week at Sleepaway Camp. I get there Saturday and then I leave the next Friday. We are going to start with, let's start with bedding and clothes, towels, that kind of stuff first. Okay, most importantly to bring to camp, egg crate. I put it in a vacuum seal bag. It's a mattress pad to make the bed way more comfortable. I took all the air out of it. That's why it's so flat and it's very light. They're usually huge and bulky. This one I've had forever. I just keep it stored up like this and bring it to camp with me. So I'm just going to put this just as it is in the trunk of my car. No need to pack this in another suitcase or anything. Then, this amazing boyfriend pillow. I think it's actually called a husband pillow, but I remember growing up, going to camp, we would call them boyfriend pillows, because that was obviously more appropriate. Boyfriend pillow, reading pillow, whatever you want to call it. This is a camp essential because when you're writing letters home or just chilling in your bed, you want to have something to lean up against so that way you're not leaning against the wood of the cabin. So how I like to pack for camp, and mind you, I am a pro, is all of my clothing, anything cloth, so clothes, bedding, towels, all go into a laundry bag. At my camp, we have lockers and cubbies. So all of our clothes go in the lockers, and then if you have anything, I guess, more than that, you could put it in like the little drawers, like cubbies, but not necessary. I'm only there for a week, so everything I have will fit in my locker. One thing I used to do growing up though is I would always bring a plastic set of drawers. They got progressively bigger and bigger as I got older. Like my first one was just like a 3 tiny drawered one, and then it was like the 3 huge drawered one, and then I'd bring like 2. My camp didn't have any rules about that, and so we would all bring them. In those drawers, I would typically keep either like fun stuff, books and games, and little things that I would want like by my bed, or things like swimsuits, underwear, kind of like the essentials that I needed every day. I'm gonna put my camp packing list in the description for you guys if you're interested. So here is my laundry bag. Let's just stick to bedding right now. I bring 1 sleeping pillow, 1 boyfriend pillow, 1 sleeping pillow. One thing that I'm going to do differently is I am bringing 5 pillowcases. Is this excessive? Yes. If you are a camper at camp or a counselor and just know this is not normal. This is not normal to bring a different pillowcase for every day. I'm only gonna be at camp for a week, so I'm only bringing this 1 pillow, and I want to switch my pillowcase every night because my skin has been struggling a lot lately. When I'm like chilling on my bed during rest period per se and like reading a book, my sweaty back is leaning up against this pillow. And then that sweat from my back is gonna get on my face when I sleep that night, and my skin is already struggling enough, so I just wanna be able to switch my pillowcase every night. I know it's extra, I know. I've never done this before. I went to camp for over 10 years, never ever did anything like this. This is not normal. You don't have to. This is just something I'm doing this year. What I would recommend if you are, say, going to camp for 8 weeks this summer and you can't bring that many pillowcases, what you'll do is you'll bring just kind of a throw blanket. Like this, for example. This is not mine. I'm not bringing this to camp. Take just a throw blanket and throw it. I'll show you guys. Just throw it over your pillows and lay down on that. Let's say this is your bed at camp. You have your boyfriend pillow first, regular pillow, and then when you sleep, this is how you sleep. When you're all sweaty and dirty in your bed, you just put that down And then you chill like this during rest period. You read your book. You take a nap like this. That way, when you go to sleep at night after you've showered and everything, this will be nice and clean. And at the end of the day, it's not a big deal. It's camp. Who cares? You are 100% going to get dirty at camp, and that is one of the many things that makes it so much fun. So we have our pillowcases. All right, I'm bringing 2 beach towels this year. And guys, I don't buy anything new for camp at all. Go to Goodwill or Salvation Army. Go somewhere and get like the 50-cent t-shirts and bring that to camp. Do not ever, same with the towels, do not ever buy anything new. It's camp. It's going to get ruined. It's going to get lost. I personally think it is so pointless to go out and buy brand new things for camp. Towels that I've had since the womb. Just another pink one. I am bringing 2 beach towels. I don't think I'll need 2. I could honestly get away with just 1. I'm going to be there for a week, but whatever. 2 just in case. All right, same with 2 bath towels, standard, normal bath towels, a towel wrap. When you get out of the shower, dry yourself off with these towels, wrap yourself up with this, and you can walk around the cabin. I could not recommend a towel wrap enough. And honestly, I probably don't even need one of these towels. I can bring 1 towel for drying, 1 towel wrap to put around my body, and then a turby twist. We all know the turby twist. For when your hair is wet, this and this is all you need. At camp, honest to God. I would barely touch these towels because the beach towels we never really used because we would, honestly, it was so hot and the sun was hot and it's a water sports camp, so we would just walk around for 5 minutes and be completely dry. Towel wrap and turby twist, 2 essentials. Oh, and here are just the rest of my sheets. It's a sailing camp, so I got the little anchors. I use these every year. So in the same vein of the whole having layers, like dirty layer on top and then you can sleep clean layer underneath on your bed, I have this blanket that I have had literally since 2008, and this is like the top layer of my bed. So the only time I ever go underneath the blankets is to sleep after I've showered and I'm clean. This is on the top layer. This will get dirty. If I do ever want to get under a blanket or bring a blanket down from my bed into like the main part of the cabin, this is the one. This is my comforter that I am bringing. I will sleep under this comforter only after I have showered at the end of the day. Once again, I did not buy this. I think this was like in my sister's dorm or something. Just go around your house and use what you already have. Next is absolutely essential for camp. You need to bring a bath mat. And in my case, 2 bath mats. Your feet get so gross in the cabin. Just, you cannot, no matter what camp you go to, I don't care, you can't avoid it. When you get in bed, you want to wipe your feet off. So this will be at the foot of your bed, by the ladder if you're in a bunk bed, and you can wipe your feet off, go in and out of your bunk, and not be all gross. I remember my very first year at camp, back in 2007, I didn't have one, and I would always use the counselors, because the counselors were all seasoned, obviously, so they knew to bring one. And this isn't on most camp packing lists. Definitely bring one. I'm bringing 2 bath mats. I'm bringing an extra in case someone forgets one. That's about it for bedding. Now for clothes. So at my camp, since I'm a volunteer, there is no camp uniform, but for volunteers there is, and it is these bright yellow mother duck shirts, and they're really cute. Quack, quack. They're so cute because, oh good, my name is already in them. I just write my name in Sharpie. When I was growing up going to camp, I had the iron on, and these pink towels still have the iron on label with like my name and phone number. Since we have a little t-shirt, we have to wear a little uniform. I'm not bringing any other t-shirts, so I have one for every day and then even an extra. When I was a camper, I would bring t-shirts and counselor. Large t-shirts like this with athletic shorts. And that is what we would wear every day over our bikinis. Oh, rain jacket and rain boots. I don't have my rain boots right now, but I am bringing them. I do have a funny little beach cover up in case we do something silly. The front and the back. It's so funny. So when I was a camper, I used to bring these Nike shorts. These were literally our uniform. I'm bringing 7 bottoms. It's always good to just have more because I'm not there long enough to do laundry. If I was, like, once again, if I was going for like 7-8 weeks, I wouldn't pack so many duplicates. I would just pack enough clothes to last me 1 week and then do laundry on Sunday, which is what I did as a counselor. My camp came out with these really beautiful watercolored skirts with like a map of the camp and some landmarks, And this is what I'm going to wear opening day when the kids come, and then the closing day when the kids leave. It's just so beautiful. I love this skirt so much. One thing that became a trend a few years ago were these tennis skirts at camp, and they're really nice because they're first so flowy and it's so hot. And so I got a few tennis skirts that I've accumulated over the years. For bottoms, pink tennis skirt, really cute pineapple skirt. This is a Camp Seafair little skirt I got a few years ago at the Chandlery. Another water resistant one. This is just for opening and closing day. My Texas shorts, just pink Nike shorts, red Nike shorts. I'll show you the other t-shirt I'm bringing. Sanitary Fish Market in Morehead City, North Carolina. That's kind of like a landmark for Camp Seagull and Camp Seafair. It's a very special place that I've spent a lot of time at. And then this was just a staff shirt from 2019. That's the Pier 1 Fleet. This is when I was my last year working at camp. I'm bringing one nice sundress and one real bra. I would never recommend bringing such an expensive dress to camp, ever. But because I am an adult and I'm responsible, I am bringing this one that I rented for a wedding. So dual purpose. I'm bringing 7 sports bras, only 4 pairs of socks, just because it is sailing water sports camp. I won't really need to be wearing tennis shoes, except for opening day and closing day. You have to wear closed-toed shoes because we're moving around luggage and all that. Oh, I'm bringing 7 pairs of underwear too, which I'm not going to show you. And 1 pair of pajamas. These are like real pajamas that I got when I was a bridesmaid. Usually we'll just sleep in like a sports bra and a pair of shorts like that, because it gets really hot. And then, like I said earlier, we basically walk around in bikinis the whole time. I'm bringing 10 bikinis. My camp is all girls, so we wear bikinis. If you're someone who's like watching this video because you're doing Camp America or something like that, make sure that you don't pack the thong bikinis. No one wants to see that. There's children around. Pack the full butt ones. Just wear a regular bikini bottom. We basically wear bathing suits as like our undergarments at my camp. So first thing in the morning, you change into your bathing suit and then you put a t-shirt and shorts on over that. You go to breakfast, you do the morning activities where you usually get wet, and then before lunch, when you go back to the cabin, you change into a different bikini, a dry one. In your second bikini of the day, you're probably gonna get wet. You come back to the cabin, and then usually you have to change into another bikini because some sort of evening program you get wet or there's water involved or swimming somehow. So you wear bathing suits more than you wear regular undergarments at my camp. This is how many I'm bringing for 1 week. You can only imagine how many I brought for 12 weeks. The reason why I'm bringing that one Love Shack fancy dress is because the volunteer Mother Ducks, we are doing a cute dinner on Wednesday night. We usually do like a Mother Duck outing and go to Gary's Seafood, but this time we're going to go, I think somewhere in New Bern, they said, and do a dinner together. And they said to dress up a little bit like you're going to a camp dance. And so a little sundress like that with sandals is like something I would wear to a camp dance. And I'm really excited because we haven't done that before. We usually just do a lunch at Gary's. And here is my empty laundry bag, which will then be filled with dirty clothes, and I'll just bring it like this home and wash it. Everything at camp, even if I didn't wear it, I would always wash because it gets so musty because it's so humid. On to little accessories and fun camp stuff. Actually, no, shoes. I'm bringing my camo Crocs in a bag labeled Crocs. I bring these every year and don't end up really wearing them. It's really just in case my other shoes break. I am bringing these vintage Havanas. These are gonna be my closed-toed shoes that I wear on opening day and closing day. You have to wear closed-toed shoes, and I'm not gonna be doing any of like the land activities really that require me to bring tennis shoes, like sport shoes, so those will be fine. These are my slides. These are my summer shoe. In 2019, when I was at camp, I had these exact shoes and my slides tan was out of control. It was crazy. These are gonna be the shoes I wear, and they're waterproof, and shower shoes, of course. Before we get into essentials, or before we get into the fun stuff, a few more essentials. This is a Crazy Creek. It's a chair. I don't have a stadium chair. I did. I don't know what happened to it. My camp actually wouldn't let you bring stadium chairs unless you're a counselor, so this is what we would use as campers. I'll demonstrate. You sit in it like this, and then you kind of like, you can adjust it. Yeah. So handy. Definitely get a Crazy Creek. This is an essential because you're always sitting on the floor like all the time at camp. and we would all have our crazy creeks. This is, I gone through like 3 because I went to camp for so many years, but essential. Get a crazy creek or a stadium chair if your camp allows you to bring them. Fans. I am bringing 2 fans this year. Fun fact, last year I thought I was bringing a fan and it was actually a space heater, which I didn't realize until I plugged it in and turned it on. It gets very hot at camp, so I have one that clips, and then one I can just set next to my bed, and an extension cord. Definitely bring an extension cord. You definitely need to bring some sort of power strip though, because you will run out of outlets in those cabins. And a picnic blanket. Usually I just bring a towel. This is water resistant and it's really nice because when you go from activity to activity, you usually have a bag and shoes and all this stuff with you. So having somewhere where, as the volunteer, the mother does, I can put this blanket out and have all of my campers make sure that their stuff is on this blanket. That way it doesn't get all jumbled up because a lot of girls have a lot of the same shoes and backpacks and everyone always loses their stuff. So I'm hoping this could be like a North Star this year. We're trying it out. Hopefully it'll work. Okay, we're almost to the fun stuff. Toiletries. Honestly, wouldn't recommend either of these shower caddies really. I've had this one for so long and only used it once. The tag's still on it. This one I had in college. The reason is the showers can be super small. I'll insert a picture. I like having one that has the pockets on the outside that you can just hook on like the faucet in the shower and all the water will drain out of it. It's mesh. Get one of those. That's what I would definitely recommend. I'll have it linked on my Amazon storefront. I have a whole like camp storefront page list, whatever. But these are just what I have. I thought it would be silly to go out and buy something new when these will work just fine. This is one of those hanging cosmetic cases. In here, I don't have all of my toiletries packed yet because that's the very last thing I will pack, and I need to stock up on a lot of things. I don't even have toothpaste. Hair ties, a big tub of Vaseline, scrubber. It's better than a loofah. It's called a sud scrubber. Could not recommend it more. Don't get a loofah. Those are disgusting. Get a sud scrubber. Sud scrubber. Toothbrush holder, comb. So what will be in this one will be things like my contacts, my toothbrush, lotions, any sort of skincare, things that are dry, because this will stay by the sink, by my cubby, and not in like the wet shower area. This will be coming into the shower with me. I have my shower shoes, face wash, body wash, half-used shampoo and conditioner, half-used Head and Shoulders. It's camp. Just bring, you don't need anything fancy. What is this? Suave. Bring the cheap stuff. You can just leave it there. Just bring the cheap stuff that you can leave at camp. No need for anything expensive. I still need a razor. Yeah, just a razor. I don't use shaving cream and all that. So this actually will go in the shower with me, and I'll just set it on the floor while I shower. It has holes at the bottom, it's plastic, and it will stay under the sink in the shower area that is all wet. This one is going to be all dry though. Tweezers. I'm gonna bring a little scissors. Oh, and like nail clippers. So yeah, I think that's really all for toiletries. So when I was a camper though, I would always bring a hair dryer and like a straightener, curling iron, because we did have dances. Same with I would bring a little bit of makeup for the dances. That was always like such a fun memory of camp, doing like our hair and makeup for the dances, even though it was so hot and we would blow the fuse and our hair would just all be frizzy and end up in buns at the end of the night. But if I were a camper or a counselor still, I would definitely be bringing a hair dryer and makeup for like my days off, because we would go out to dinner, we would go into the town, sometimes we would go out. It was really fun. At actual camp, since I'm basically staying on the campus the whole time, I'm not bringing any of that. I don't need it. Okay, now the fun stuff. Okay, this is my camp tote. Whether you are a camper, a counselor, or a volunteer like I am, always bring a tote bag or some sort of drawstring or a backpack. At my camp, we're not allowed to go back into the cabin. Campers aren't allowed to be in the cabin without a counselor there, an adult present. So everything you need for the activity periods, you bring in your tote with you. And this is the one I've had for forever. It has a little beat up, but it's nice and big. It's from Scout, so it's also waterproof. I will bring the most random stuff. Stickers for the kids that have dogs on them. A little notebook, because sometimes if they're waiting, they like to draw things and they get bored, like waiting for a boat ride or something. We play little games. I always bring a notepad. These are balloons from last year, and I'm gonna bring them and offer them to the counselors this year. My hat, visor, a devotional. It's a YMCA camp, so it's not like super Christian, but we still do like fellowship stuff, which is really fun. A Walk to Remember. Guys, I picked the most random books, but Nicholas Sparks is actually from the town right next to my camp. I haven't read this book, but I have seen the movie, but I don't really remember it at all. I'll probably finish this while I'm there. My journal. So this, if you are a weirdo like me and you listen to sleep affirmations, this is a sleep headband that has headphones in it. Bluetooth connected to your phone. That way I can just put this on like a headband with it looks like this. And I can listen to my sleep affirmations and not creep out the rest of the cabin. Also, so all of the volunteers, the mother ducks, we sleep in the cabin together. We don't sleep in the cabins with the kids and the counselors. It's so fun because it's like being campers again, like because we're all in the cabins together. It's so fun. I'm bringing my little digital camera. It's so cute. It's not waterproof or anything, and it's kind of on its last leg in the charger. I like how it's digital. I usually bring a disposable camera. I just don't have any right now, so the digital will suffice. You can bring digital cameras to camp, but you can't bring any sort of like recording devices or like DSLR cameras. Also great for camp, a headlamp. A headlamp. Do not bring a flashlight, bring a headlamp. These are so handy because you literally wear it on your head. You can have your hands free to read, if you're walking somewhere at night at camp, if you want to go down to the bunk and talk to the girl below you, if you're writing a letter. Headlamps are so much better than flashlights. Then, just a lock for my locker. I'm not bringing anything valuable, but just because, I don't know. I have my little yellow notebook. So this is where, kind of like the other notebook, just write down little notes if, you know, the campers, if I want to play a game with the campers while we're waiting around, if they want to draw a picture or something. And then this is my little duck bracelet. It lights up. It used to light up. Since I'm a mother duck, I wear my little duck bracelet. This cute headband, I just thought it was cute for camp because it has, you know, these little puffs on them. Got it from the dollar store. 2 pairs of sunglasses. And 1 pair of sunglasses straps or croquis and another pair. These are from camp. These are all of the sailboats that we have at camp. This was kind of expensive, but I wanted to buy it 2 years ago because anything that has my camp on it, I'm like a sucker for. At least I can put them to good use. Always wear sunglasses straps or croquis, whatever you want to call them. When you're on the boats, your sunglasses will not stand a chance. My wet bikini bag. So this bag is lined on the inside, and in here I have, also here, these are my face sunscreens, so a stick, some CeraVe samples, some from the dermatologist I used to work for, face sunscreen, don't judge me, Sun-In, I'm bringing Sun-In body sunscreen, so Elta MD is the best, it's super pricey, I used to work for a dermatologist, I got a bunch of bottles for free from her, it's 7% zinc, that's amazing, most sunscreens are like, don't even have zinc in them. But I have the Elta 30, Hawaiian Tropic 30, and then a spray-on 15 tanning oil. I do not wear tanning oil around the kids. I think that just sets a really bad example. It's really important as like a counselor, mother duck, to wear sunscreen because you don't want kids getting burnt and they will copy whatever you do. Bug spray, anti-itch, because mosquitoes love me. I could reapply this stuff all day long and they will still bite me. So I got some anti-itch. Is that all? Oh, no. And I have another little pouch. So I'm gonna have my picnic blanket, a towel, my pouch of sunscreen, and then this little pouch in here at all times, and my camera, and the paper and sunglasses, and a hat. Oh my god. So this little pouch is kind of like if the kids need something. So they have little lanyards where they can get check marks for completing activities. So I have a Sharpie for that. This is for me. It's an SPF chapstick. But usually I just use my face stick as chapstick, but I have this too. These are wet ones, the little hand sanitizer wipes. Kids are very sticky and messy, so I'll have these on deck. Colorful hair ties, because I know they're gonna be asking me to braid their hair, put their hair up, yada yada. Got these ready. And then just a little thing of tissues. I've had these for so long, and I was like, I might as well bring them to camp so I can use them. Because you know how kids are, they always need something. And then lastly, I found these in a drawer that I've had for so long. These are earplugs for swimming, preventing swimmer's ear. These are from when I had swimmer's ear as a kid. I haven't needed them, I haven't had to use them, and at my camp, they do this thing, so when you swim in the lake, afterwards you get ear juice, and I think it's vinegar, and maybe it's just vinegar and water mixed up, but it's in this tube, and you put it in one ear, and then the other, you shake your head around. It just helps with swimmer's ear, any infections that you could get from swimming in the lake. Okay, sorry, my SD card ran out of storage, so I just switched my iPhone real quick because I'm almost done. Basically, I am bringing these because the kids hate the ear juice, and if I can give them earplugs, maybe they won't have to take the ear juice. I don't really know. And if they say, no, you can't even use those, then you can't use them. No big deal. Lastly, I just need to put some Band-Aids in here because they get all types of boo-boos, and I forgot about my water bottles. I'm going to bring this one because it screws on all the way. So it is leak proof versus this one has a straw. This one is very camp though. It's literally like my camp themed water bottle, North Carolina camp alumni. But I'm bringing this one and a watch because no phones at camp. Gotta know what time it is for the activities. So gotta bring a watch. So that is everything. Oh, and duh, a sweatshirt. Can get a little chilly at night. It's early June, there's cold fronts. So Camp Seagull is the boys' camp. Camp Seafair, where I will be, is the girls' camp. So this is a vintage Camp Seagull sweatshirt. Got this a long time ago, but the design itself I think is from the 70s. So that's everything. I'm not bringing sweatpants, but a sweatshirt for sure. I have a big mess now that I need to clean up. The aftermath.
You gotta clean up.
So I will have my whole packing list in the description and a link to my Amazon storefront that has a ton of camp stuff. I have a list with all of my recommendations. I've gone to camp for like over 10 years, so I know what I'm talking about, okay? I do consider myself an expert, absolutely. Because there's stuff obviously that I'm not bringing, but if I was a camper, I would be, or if I was a counselor gonna be there for 10 weeks, I would be. This is what I'm bringing to volunteer at camp this summer. I hope you guys enjoyed the video. I will see you next time. Bye. Okay, sorry.
Is that gonna be okay in the background?